by working backwards, that aligns with our sales strategy, right? So if I know at the end of this demo, what's going to be the next step? So, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, at the end of this, one of a couple of things is going to happen. One is you hate this, worst idea ever, and then we'll yell at the champion, right, later on whenever we go away. Or we find out, wait a second, this is pretty good, which might mean we do step A. Or, you know what, we need to do step B. So one of those three things will happen. So at the end of this, let's make sure that we choose one of those before we close out. Can you help me make sure to remember that? Now it's on, you're asking them to remind you to close them for the next step.
Every day has a system. I'll give you an example. You wake up in the morning, you either shower, brush your teeth, you get up, you walk down, you put on fresh clothing, hopefully. You go downstairs, you drink coffee, you have breakfast. That is a system, and that's a process. You don't think about it, but you already have these in your daily life built in. You just don't realize that's exactly what they are. And sometimes it's a little tweak, as opposed to getting up earlier. And, all the sales gurus are like, oh, get up early, get up at 5 and work out and do all that and have coffee and meditate. Well, you know what? I can tell you right now, Josh, that doesn't work for my body.
I'm educating a person who didn't know we existed before, that we do exist and we can solve some of their problems. But that education portion was left to the AE, the closing rep. The SDR was just bridging that introduction. Now, that's not, I guess, expected anymore. And what I see a lot of is SDRs that take that next step, and they are doing more of the education around not feature function, but hey, this is how I think we can help you, right? Like, I am more of a subject matter expertise on what I do. You know what you do. Let's meet somewhere in the middle. I think we can help you with this. Please confirm my hypothesis.
An insight, you can only really know so much or assume so much from the outside. It's kind of like how you put it is the real kicker on this. So you can say you're recently hiring 3 SDRs, I don't know, something like that. Anyone can find that out. Super obvious, easy, go on LinkedIn, it's there. Or you just have to follow the hiring person and you'll probably see that too, go on the website. However you want to find it, that is there. And everyone uses that. Maybe funding rounds too, you can use that. But it's the fine print underneath that funding round, which says we're going to fund a bunch of development to do a new feature, to do an integration for future M&A. That is the part that makes a difference, not we've got $50 million.
The concept of pipeline for life is built on doing the work early, building a solid foundation so that at the end you are going to reap the benefits of the pipeline for life. It's super important, but it doesn't come without work. So step 2, make sure you're putting in the work, especially early on in your career. Step 3, something that I find very important. There's always this concept of product market fit. Well, I like to think of seller market fit. And this really comes down to you and your personality. So have some self-awareness. Where do you fit well? Who do you sell well to?